How are we doing? So welcome back to another episode of Fishing Life Abachi. I'm Daiki. So today I want to show you guys one of the most primitive fishing methods that is still quite popular here in the Osaka Bay area. This is a type of Sabiki fishing rigs. Probably this is the origin of Sabiki. We don't use any of those commercial items that we can buy at tackle shops, but instead we create them on our own. So like each fisherman has its own original fishing rigs. We do this because there's something we can enjoy as a part of fishing. Isn't it great if you catch more fish on your own original handmade fishing rigs? So let's get started. Today I want to try out this one, the Sabiki, my original Sabiki, what I made out of plastic tape. This one really works out. And I'm gonna set up all the hooks here on the magnet sheet. Now I got two different colors, pink and green. And only one thing, it really troubles. It's really easy to get tangled because this rig is very long. It's more than 10 meters long, so it's very difficult to handle. Got some good signal on my fish finder. The water depth is around 40 meters. Fish are around the middle range. Now drop the Sabiki into the water. Drop the hooks one by one, 5 hooks in total. And you gotta be really careful because it's so easy to get tangled, especially when the wind picks up. 5th branch. Just take the bottom and keep winding very slowly. I'm just keep winding at the same speed, very slowly, surging from the bottom to the middle range. The biggest feature of this Sabiki is the long spacing between the hooks. The distance between each branch is about 1.5 to 2 meters, which is about 5 to 6.5 feet. So if you use a setup with 5 branches, the total length of the rig is over 10 meters, which is around 32 feet. We do this because red snapper are usually scattered across different depths, from the very bottom all the way up to the middle. And with this long Sabiki, we can fish the entire water column at the same time.
Fish on. Fish on. First snapper. Wow. Good size. Wow. Good size. All right. First fish.
Put them into the live well to keep them alive until we finish fishing. And make sure your drag setting is pretty loose, since the hooks we're using are pretty tiny and it's easy to come off. Alright, here comes another one. Here we have to retrieve all the hooks one by one without getting tangled.
Size.
It's 17-inch Japanese red snapper. It's a good eating size.
Good size.
Here I'm gonna show you what I always do with our catch to bring them back as fresh as we can. First, bring them to let it be calm, then cut the gills and bleed them, hopefully in ice salt water. And next step, do them shinkejime, breaking their nerves. Cut the tail to expose their spinal canal. And let the wire go through their spinal canal to make them completely numb. There's a little hole right above their spine. So brain them, bleed them, and spinal them so that we can reduce the amount of their stress. And that improves the quality when we eat them. And I think there's another reason to do so. This is our respect for the fish, not to give them excessive stress before having them. And this whole process has been done by our fishermen throughout our long history as fish-eating nations. Hey, so when it comes to the freshest red snapper, we have very typical local dishes. One is Tai-Chazuke. We put marinated sashimi on top of rice and pour dashi soup on it. And the other one is called Ara-Daki. That's another Japanese traditional dish. Using fish head, we simmer it with soy sauce and make it a little sweeter. It's gonna be so delicious. So let's get to it. Sake. Mirin. And bring it down to a boil to make marinade sauce for sashimi. And after alcohol is run off, add some soy sauce and heat it up a little bit and cool it down on ice. Okay, sesame seeds. Okay, put it in a soy sauce. Here's marinade sauce for Tai-Chazuke. Now let's break it down. First, let's separate the head part from the body. And this is gonna be simmered fish head. Split the head. Right. And this one's gonna be Tai-Chazuke. Take off the rib cage, and this part goes to Ara-Daki. Well, you can imagine the rib steak. This is just what it is. The meat around the rib cage can turn into a very juicy portion. And of course we use those bones too, as they produce a good stock. Now slicing the fillet into sashimi and marinate them for a short period of time. It's pretty oily. And leave it for maybe 30 minutes. Alright, root vegetable. Root vegetables can be a good combination when you simmer the fish. It helps soften the meat. Sake. Mirin, about the same amount. And boil it. Soy sauce and water, honey. Here's teriyaki sauce for Ara-Daki. And put the scrap, all of them. And cover it. And simmer them for about 20 minutes. Fish head and rib cage. This Ara-Daki is one of our traditional fish meal and is still a very popular dish. You can actually find this menu at almost all sushi restaurants in Japan. As you know, there's a bunch of meat in the head, and actually this is the most delicious part of fish. It's nice. Dashi. This is dashi soup for Tai-Chazuke. I use bonito-based fish stock. Put marinated sashimi on top of rice and pour dashi soup on it. It looks a very unique way to eat sashimi, but this is exactly what Japanese people think of when it comes to a red snapper meal. It's done. Tai-Chazuke. Just one bite. Fabulous. Okay, I'm gonna enjoy these with my family. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.